Alright, so good evening, fellow tech enthusiasts, fellow YouTubers, fellow phone farmers, fellow anyone and everyone. Let me hop over to the stream. We'll wait for some people to float in. Surprise, 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 I'm live. I am live. Yes, I am. Alright, so I've been thinking a lot about this channel. I've had some thoughts about the direction of this channel and what I want to do. And I've said since the very beginning that I would like to talk about how you become a creator, how you can monetize a channel, how difficult it is to monetize a channel here on YouTube, some of the things that you could do if you are deciding to finally start a channel, things that you want to do, things that you don't want to do. I said that we could sit here and talk about how you can do your thumbnails here on YouTube to have effective thumbnails. Quite a few different things. We could talk about video editing, how you want to lay out your channel, things that you can do to improve your channel. And this one thing I really need to do is I have some maintenance I need to do on my channel. I've got to set up my playlists. I really want to just remove all of the playlists that I currently have and start brand new playlists on my channel, because I feel like the videos that I noticed one thing with YouTube, the videos that I did in the very beginning, whenever you start a playlist, it will keep those same thumbnails. Whenever you go to visit one of your playlists, it will keep the same thumbnails laid out right there on the screen. So my thumbnails back in the day were pretty bad. I can openly admit that I had horrible thumbnails in the very beginning. I had no idea what I was doing here. And I'm still learning here. There's so many ways that you can go about creating your thumbnails, whether you're going to use Photoshop. The direction of your channel is looking good for the future. Thank you so much, man. So, I have not even announced that I'm live over in the group. I haven't announced that I'm live in the Discord. So, we're going to see how this all pans out here for this live stream. It's kind of like a surprise live stream, but one thing I really want to talk about with this channel, because I know that there's quite a few creators who have watched my channel, and I'll look at channels from time to time and I can see a channel that almost looks like how I started out in the very beginning with becoming a creator here. And I definitely want to talk about how difficult this is. It's a difficult process to get started on YouTube. And then it's very demanding of your time. If you don't persistently put up videos on YouTube, then you're going to fall behind. You'll see that your views will start to go downwards. You'll see that your revenue, if you're monetized, will start to go downwards. And it's just one of these things that can be very frustrating to see yourself put in so much work. And not like, I'm definitely not doing terrible. And YouTube is laid out a very specific way, you know, as far as making money with YouTube. It can be very difficult. So, and this is kind of the first I've seen with my channel that as far as a downhill kind of slope. Most of the time, watching your channel has made me some good money. I appreciate that. Well, I'm happy about that. So, I do want to say that I know that creators watch this channel. I've had so many people that I've spoke to that they've even, because I can tell, that's one thing that you can do is you can install. There's a couple of different plugins that you can consider installing, which one is vidIQ, the other is TubeBuddy. And each of those will let you go over to a channel and see certain informations about a channel. Even if someone was to comment on your videos, you could tell how many subscribers they have. And then once you go over to their channel, you can then see how they have laid out their tags. There's so many different things that go along with this. There's little things that you want to follow and pay attention to if you're going to be a creator on YouTube. So, it's difficult. It's difficult. Like, if you are persistent with uploading, and live streams are a big thing as well. I feel like staying consistent with being live on YouTube, especially if you're one of these channels that has started out doing live streams, and doing some sort of consistent live stream for your audience, that's very important as well. But honestly, guys, we can sit here and talk about anything you guys would like to, but I'm kind of curious if there is somebody out there that is a creator that's watching my channel that's struggling right now, and there's information that they would like to know. I would like to start doing this occasionally, where I go live and I talk about how I made it from 0 subscribers all the way up to this point to where I am monetized on YouTube, even after YouTube has changed how the terms for how you are monetized here on YouTube. I would like to talk about that as well. So you know that you have to have 1,000 subscribers now, and you have to have over 4,000 watch hours on YouTube to even make it to the point to where you can monetize a YouTube channel. That's where you can apply for monetization. And I know that there's quite a few people that have watched my channel that they're at that point. They're either, I've seen some channels that have checked out my channel, they've commented, and they're easily at the point of monetization or close to it. Just so many different scenarios. So, where's everyone at Burger King? Oh man. So a couple of things I'm going to share in this stream, and I'm doing this for a very specific reason, because there's some guys out here that at this point I've built up a lot of respect for. A lot of respect for some of the guys that I collaborate with here. And there's a few channels that I look at and I'm just like, I know what it's like to sit here and struggle with YouTube. I went from those struggles to making it to anything consistent here on YouTube, which is why we're going to take a look at a couple of things really quickly. I'm going to show you guys how you can do your thumbnails. If you're deciding to put out content, I'm going to show you how you can do thumbnails without having to purchase Photoshop, without having to have expensive software to do these things. And, you know, this is overall, because I don't have Photoshop, it's something that I'm planning on investing in the future, because I just would like to kind of switch things up here and do things a little bit differently here and learn as I go along here. Watching you in the background as I'm working in my garden. It sounds like an awesome day, man. But, yeah, so let's check out right here. Let's come over to, I want this to kind of be a little bit of a startup guide for people that are they're getting started here on YouTube. So if you look here with canva.com, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I was able to set up this thumbnail specifically for this stream, which it's a lot less complicated than what you would think to do something like this. So you can see that I have the white outline on myself, right? Okay, so this is kind of it's somewhat of a big thing here. Some people do it differently. They have like a glow around themselves. So they'll have like a glow. And then you can see that I have these nice letters. And also they have a nice black outline. And they also have a drop shadow that is white. Of course, you know, it's not black like you see in a lot of channels. I want to try and do some things differently here than the way that most of these guys are doing. I even consider taking my picture and having it a completely different way. So I don't ever want to be like these other channels that just doing things specifically like every other channel that's following every other channel. So I try to switch things up quite a bit. Hey, what up, bro? Just finished studying for class. I'm going to test out the Earn Venture site tomorrow. Just signed up. That's pretty cool. I think thumbnails and streams are the glue of a channel. John Jar, I think that in my case it definitely is. So the streams are a big part of this channel. If it wasn't for the streams, I don't think I would have went as far as I have. As far as like monetization and how much money I'm currently making with YouTube, I would not be making the amount of money that I'm making without doing these live streams. So all of this is just to give back, guys. I can't stress that enough. I'm trying to give back here to this world, this platform that has enabled me to make money this way. Like, YouTube didn't have to start. So it's an opportunity that so many people can take advantage of, but so many people are not taking advantage of it the right way that this is just my opinion. Of course, you can do whatever you want to do with your channel. But me staying on topic here just a bit, if you come over to Canva, one thing you want to do is get the custom dimension size for your thumbnails, right? All you have to do is go to Google and type in YouTube custom thumbnail dimensions. It will pop up right there. And then with Canva, once you go to canva.com, you can type in a custom dimension. It'll be up here on the top right. Okay? Simple as that. You put in your custom dimensions. Then you can drag and drop. Hey, ECash to earn venture on the videos. Just click and watch to earn, right? Yes, it is semi-passive for that. But if you see here, I do have a picture of myself. We said that. And this was originally a PNG file, right? So what I use is paint.net. So I'm pretty sure that you guys remember, and this is not a website. This is a program that you download. People get that a little bit confused. But what I do is I just erase. I make sure that everything is set up to be a PNG image. And I erase all around the outside of an image. And then from there, once I've got this kind of basic layout for a PNG image going right here, right? All of this is kind of erased around the box itself. Let's do this as an example. I'm going to show you guys as we go here. So save as. We've got unbox. So we'll just leave it at that for the desktop, and we'll save this to the desktop. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how I was able to create that white outline that you see in my videos. We're going to do this right here. And I definitely am going to be coming over and talking to you guys here in a second. But there's a few things, like I said, I've got to share in this video because I know how much everyone is struggling here with some of their YouTube channels. So you can see here I've got the YouTube algorithm on Pixlr.com. So you go to Pixlr and you can open up different images on your computer, and we're going to do an example of that right now. Open an image, right? We have our image that we erased around the outside of it, that box, right? We're going to come over here to the desktop. Very useful information here for how you can make your thumbnails just a lot better here on YouTube. We've got our unbox scenario, right? Got everything erased around the outside right here. And if you come over here, you can see layer 0, right? So you can see the layer, and you right-click that. You will come to layer styles. Right, and then you have an inner glow. If you've got a little bit of stuff around the outside of this PNG image, that's okay. Because with the inner glow, you can go ahead and set that to white, right? And then drag the size of it out some. But one thing you're definitely going to want to do is make it harder, right? So you can see that I've literally taken all of that stuff around the outside. This is why you don't have to be so precise with this scenario. But you want to be a little precise with how you do your layer styles. So these are the things that most YouTube channels that talk about YouTube creation, they'll go in depth with this stuff. You know, you'll have some creation videos, but they don't show you very simple ways that you could do this. And look at how quick I was able to show you guys how to do specifically that. Within so many minutes, I showed you guys how you could create an outline around the outside of any PNG image. So that's very important. And with these, you always want to save them as a PNG image. Now we're going to talk about something else that's very important here. You can see that I searched what I wanted my background to be. You always want to find a really decent background here for your thumbnails. But we're going to talk about something even more important, which is fonts. So the lettering that you see on a lot of these YouTube videos, right? And I want to come over here, and we're going to break away from the stream for just a second here. Coming over to all of these different videos that you see right here. Eventually you're going to come across some fonts here. And this is very important. If a person, you know, in some cases you won't see any sort of lettering or anything on some of these videos, and sometimes an image is enough. In a lot of cases it is. And I feel like it's very important to have the most high quality image you possibly could have here. So if you notice here, let's take this for example. Real Bomb Experts, right? And the lettering for this thumbnail is bulky. It stands out. It pops out. Not only that, but you can see that it has a specific kind of outline around those letters. Also with this one as well, you can see up here Tiger Belly Clips. But you can see it's got a yellow outline around it. Another good example right here. The letters here, they transition from a white and they fade to kind of like a blue. There's definitely ways that you can go about doing this, but it all starts with having the right font. So if you come over to, it's called DaFont, you can download these fonts, right? Once you have downloaded quite a few fonts that stand out, they pop out, they look good, and you install them onto Windows, there's a specific folder that you will install your fonts at, and you just drag and drop these fonts that you've downloaded over to that folder, and it will automatically install. Now there's tons of tutorials for how you can do that, so we won't do that in this video. But this is the big thing about Pixlr here. Okay? So Pixlr works through your, as far as its fonts goes, it works through your desktop. So Windows. Now, looking here, you can see all of the fonts for what I was creating letters with, right? And you could do the same thing here. With these letters, you can create that outline by, of course, coming over to layer styles. Same thing with this. You can see right here, layer styles, drop shadow, outer glow, right? You can set the color of your fonts right here. So it's as simple as that. And it took, but here's the thing, it took me some time to kind of piece that information together. I had to do my own research here for how I could create those kind of, that lettering in videos that you see, to make it something interesting, to make it something that would stand out. These are the things that I studied. It took me some time. But if I'm sharing it, if I'm giving it back right here in my streams, I'm making it a lot more simple for someone that's trying to get into the world of being a YouTube creator. So, hey, Mr. ECash, I expanded my phone farming setup and I'm having issues with the router, reboots often. I'm thinking about buying a Netgear R6800, AC 1900. I want to have a connection as stable as possible. So, can I ask you, what is your download speed and your upload speed currently at? Now, there's so many different routers out there. I would have to look at that router. I would have to see the specs of that router. But from my experience, it's all about having the decent download speed and the decent upload speed that you need to run multiple different smartphones. So, John Jarrah says the thumbnails are getting better. I'd like to think that they're getting a lot better. A lot better. So this, honestly, and here's the thing. It took me like 2 seconds to create the thumbnail for this stream. It did not take me much time at all to create that thumbnail. And if you're just hopping into the stream, we just showcased how you could create a thumbnail like that. That's a very simple thumbnail. There's a lot more I could have done with that thumbnail to make it look infinitely better than what it looks. So I'm not gonna claim to be an expert here, but like I said, I've been through the wave of really not knowing what I'm doing to branching out into knowing what I'm doing somewhat decently. So, but as far as YouTube creation videos, I'd like to do I probably am going to do another live stream like this. We've talked about thumbnail creation, and I want to branch out into kind of like video editing, and then what you do behind the scenes with YouTube, how you can do things behind the scenes in your creator studio to benefit. So if you're, once again, if you're a YouTube content creator, you're just becoming a YouTube content creator, and you have not already installed either vidIQ or TubeBuddy, it is a plugin that you absolutely 110% need to install that plugin. Let me come back over to YouTube here, and I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So you can see here ratios for videos. Because I've installed both of those plugins, I keep them both. And I believe, let me check out here. You can see the ratio for likes versus dislikes here, which is what you're seeing here. So 94%, 98%, you can check out a person's likes or dislikes on a specific video. This helps you to have an idea for what people are interested in. If they are not interested in something, if there's a kind of like a sensitive topic that's here on YouTube, you're prone to see something likes to dislikes down to like the 80% ratio or even lower than that. So, and I think these things are important. It's important to know what is trending on YouTube, what people are interested. Are you mining on YouTube? My beats beat me. When you say mining on YouTube, what are you asking specifically? I don't, you can't mine with YouTube. What do you mean? I can't even do a thumbnail, says John Jara. Downloads at 500 megabytes per second. I tell you what, if you're downloading that quickly, 500 megabytes per second, you should not be having that many issues. But if you're having a lot of issues, then it could only be your router. It could only be a router configuration. Now, a lot of people, this is the one thing that I can say is, a lot of people, they do have issues with the device amount that you could have on a specific router. But I don't know much information about that specific router. I haven't used it. From my experience, the router that I have is able to do everything I need it to do. I have over 70 phones that are currently running on the router that I have in here, and it's the basic router that comes with Comcast. But I'm going to assume that you're not on Comcast because their packages, I don't think they have a 500 download speed package through Comcast. But might get a little off topic here. What's up to Brutal Guts? Bring on the hype, bring on the stream. Gave you a host on Twitch. That's awesome. I actually, Brutal Guts, I need to get over there, man. I need to get over there. I made it a point to sit here and talk to a guy, Vidazar, the dadman at Twitch, you know, pulling together some information because I am preparing to branch out over to Twitch. So, as far as the host, who is the host that I have on Twitch now? I really should just message you after the stream. Okay, so you're out in Germany. I'm sure it's a little different out there as far as the routers that are... Maybe not. I'm not sure, you know. But I do know if you're out in Germany, as far as applications that you can run, I know it's very location-based for the apps and websites that you can run. So honestly, like, I would tell you overall to just try and find a router that's not going to be extremely expensive. That's probably the best advice I could give you. You know, check out the reviews for specific routers and don't go overboard. A lot of guys, I've seen them spend like 150 bucks, 300 bucks on a router, and then it turns out that they have issues with that specific router for doing this stuff. So, but I showed you guys the like to dislike ratio here, but let's come over to a video itself. I want to come over to a video, and in fact, we'll just come over to one of my videos. Let's go to right here to my channel, and we're going to check out your tag scenario for videos. And this is very important as well, to have effective tags. So you're going to want to, if you look up here in the top, you can see where you search. Let's just do for an example here. You'll type in paying website, right? So you've got paying website. Type that in. That's a lot of what my channel focuses around, how you can make money online. And you can see these variations that people might search out. So these are how you, this is a way that you can come up with your tags, right? You can get your tags in this scenario. You would type in something that centers around what you're discussing in that specific video, right? You can see here, highest paying websites, best paying websites, survey paying websites, instant paying websites. These are all just variations of what you could consider typing in. But you definitely want to consider these top few. And the reason behind that is most people are going to click one of the first three right here. In most cases, they're just going to click and quickly go. So that's the most common thing that someone would search centering around that subject. So I feel like this stuff is very important. But coming over to a video here, let's do this as an example. I uploaded this today, get paid to watch ads. Right? Very simple. I wanted to keep this thumbnail simple for quite a few reasons. Because I'm testing a few things out here. I want to learn more about how this system works. So by switching up your content, that's important as well. You might have a chance of branching out to another portion of an audience that you maybe wouldn't have. So, if you notice here, tags, right? best paying websites, eCash Society Tech Talks, having your name as far as the name of your channel in your tags, right? So if somebody searches eCash Society Tech Talks, they'll see your latest video that you put out. Earn Venture, this is what we discussed. All of these tags. So a lot of these I pulled that specific way, right? By showing you guys right here in this drop-down search menu. I mean, that's a basic start, guys. There's a few other things, though. There's a couple of things I do want to tell you about as far as your channel, in the settings of your channel. Let's come over to Creator Studio. This is going to help a lot of guys out that currently watch my channel that are new to YouTube. Let's see if I can remember this specifically. I believe it's at Channel, right? And Advanced. So whenever you come to Channel and you go over to Advanced, you can see right here, there are channel keywords that you can put into place. These are all the things I had to sit here and research to make my channel better. They really are. If you notice here, you want to put in specific keywords for what your channel is really about. What do you talk about as far as your channel? And then setting up these keywords so whenever someone searches for these specific keywords, things that they're interested in, right? Your channel has a chance of popping up, but not only that, it will take your channel and place it beside other channels that center around these topics. So here in the future, I told you guys I'm branching out into product reviews, and I want this channel to kind of branch towards other channels that relate to those topics. So I'd like to have my channel, whenever I do a video about a product, somebody goes to search that product and they see these top YouTubers here, these top unboxing channels, these top tech review channels. They click those videos, they have a chance of seeing my video, and then maybe they would consider, in that scenario, subscribing to my channel because they are seeing those products that they want to see, or the latest products, new products. So, but I guess with that being said, those are kind of the few little things that I think a lot of people, they overlook. I guess one last thing I would sit here and say, as far as branding, you have a custom watermark that you can set up on your channel, right? So most people, well, I'll say a lot of people will put a subscribe watermark down here on the bottom right. That's a big thing that I see. And of course, I did not want to do that like so many channels do that. If someone wants to subscribe to my channel, they will. I don't want to try and pressure so many people back to back to subscribe. That's one thing, especially I don't want it plastered. It shouldn't be, someone subscribing shouldn't be an advertisement type of scenario. I don't believe that. So of course I have my logo here, which will set it up as a watermark. And this is an important thing that you can do with your channel to make it look just a little bit better. So intros and outros. You'll see intros on channels. There's so many ways that you can get a decent intro. Fiverr is an option for an intro. As far as your outro, I really recommend overall that if you're going to do an outro, which is maybe not so necessary with YouTube, and I feel like in a lot of cases, if you have both an intro and an outro, it can kind of work backwards for your channel. So, ECash Society, you live in East Coast. Once again, I'm a ghost. I don't live. I live inside the YouTube algorithm. Oh man. Take Money Tuesday. So it's all very important stuff here that I'm showing in this stream. Once again, and I want to shout this out, if you are a YouTube content creator, you're just getting into this world, this basic outline that I just shared in the stream, these are things you definitely want to do. So if you have to, go back and study everything that was just discussed here in this stream. I really recommend that you do that. Finally, after 30 days, Cash Magnet sent my $25 Amazon gift card. That's crazy. Love the intro. I suppose the third intro is Season 3 of ECash Society. Pretty much, Sigma Chicken. It pretty much is like that. The big thing is, I wanted to do something that was a little more simple for everyone. A little more easier on your ears whenever you come to a video, it should be very simplistic. It shouldn't take up a lot of your time to watch an intro. So I shortened my intro. That's one thing that I did, Sigma Chicken. I shortened my intro because I feel like having a 9-second intro is pushing it. My last intro was 9 seconds long. This one is, I believe, right at 7 seconds long. So we downsized it. We made the music in the intro a little bit more easy on the ears. Facts about ECash's age. He never ages. He has no number to face reveal. Look at a video. Where does he live on his own island? That's so great. That's awesome. Oh, man. Guys, I'll be honest. Sometimes I feel like I don't age. Like, I feel it in my body, but like my looks. I am 30 years old. So at this point, I'm 30 years old. I probably could pass for. I'd like to hope that I could pass for like 28, 27, somewhere around that. I'm not sure though. Maybe a little younger. Some people they'll look at me and they'll be like, "There's no way that you're that old." I'm just like, how can you not tell? I have a suggestion for Season 4 intro showing ECash coin with the guzzling sound of when you drink cola. That's cool. Look, the reason that I wanted to do this stream and do it this specific way is because if you look at me, this is what I really want to say here. If you look at my scenario, I'm literally proof that you can monetize a YouTube channel even in 2018 when they changed the terms of freaking monetizing a channel. They changed everything. And this is how I have been able to do it. This is how I've done it. I've tried to improve every single step of the way, and I feel like I have. Like, if you come on, let's go down a trip of memory lane here. Let's go down memory lane. And it's not even been a year, you know? It's not been a year. So I just want to encourage people to consider doing something with their time. If you have free time, I'll tell you what, Endless Routes is a good example. He's uploading content to his channel, right? And he only has so much free time, right? If you don't have a lot of free time, so what? At least you can get this foundation started for something that you could do down the road. Alright, so coming to my channel, we're going to go to my very first video. I want you guys to see the differences between video number 1. I don't think we've ever done this. I want you to see the differences though. You can see it as we go along here. How the thumbnail started to change over time. It's like my channel has literally evolved. The thumbnail started to change right here. My lettering was, it was kind of bad up in here. It's gotten so much better as I study things and learn something new. And once again, I showed you guys how to improve. Right at if you didn't see the very beginning of this stream, go back and watch it. Now look at that. Look at these thumbnails. And this is what I see a lot of brand new YouTubers. It's what they'll do. And I'm just like, but you could be doing it so much better. And no offense, thank God at least those people, they're actually making that plunge into doing something like this. You know, and I'm just like, I was there. I was creating thumbnails like that. I know that you could still get views here. You could see that. 1.5 thousand views, 2.1 thousand views. But if you do a comparison for the thumbnails that are better on my channel and some of the views, like let's go way back here at the very beginning. Easiest survey site on the web. 186 views. That's tough. That is rough. New studio lights for my cell phone farm setup, 233 views. So it's a lot of it is about content and finding the right content that people want to see. But let's take a look at this. Best cheap smartphones for making cash. This is no thumbnail. I had no thumbnail. Best cell phone app and website to make money with, no thumbnail. But here's what I've noticed, and this is some really good advice. Sometimes it's better to have no thumbnail. Like if you're going to showcase something interesting in that thumbnail, like what you upload, all right, great example. If you don't want to put the time into creating these thumbnails, take a photo of whatever you're talking about. And it's so simple. Have a photo of yourself. A lot of creators will do just that. Have a photo of yourself, and then how I showed you how to put the letters, how you could do the letters at the beginning of this stream. I showcased that. Very easy to do. Even that, I'll tell you a very popular YouTuber. I watch a lot of his channel, Boogie2988. If you look at 99.9% of his thumbnails, right, they have a photo of him, you know, his setup in the background, and then it is white and black lettering, right? Very simple white and black lettering. And that's the channel that is making just a ton of money on a yearly basis. He's making a ton of money out of YouTube. So, I mean, there's just so many scenarios here. You don't always have to have the most amazing, impressive, fantastically done thumbnail to be a popular YouTuber. I think a lot of it centers around content creation, what your videos are about, and, you know, following the trends. Boogie got lucky. He joined YouTube early 2005. Great example. You have these channels that started at the very beginning. They had like a one-hit video that they did that went viral. And from that viral video that they put up, they were then able to capitalize on that viral video and continue to upload videos. And eventually that one viral video helped them themselves to just go viral in itself. So that does happen here. Content is king. That's why we follow you, Fred Furlow. I appreciate that, man. So I try to put out useful information. That's what we do here on this channel. And I think it's brave. It's brave that I would sit here and do a stream about, you know, we're talking about paying websites and paying applications all the time. But here I am. I'm trying to do something different with this channel and share with you guys information that I don't have to share this information. You know, I don't have to share what has taken me from garbage thumbnails to, you know, all the way up here to pretty decent thumbnails. I would like to think pretty decent thumbnails. The YouTube algorithm, nice lettering, nice colors in the background, different effects that are in the thumbnails. And it's gotten better. And I feel like there's still a lot I have to learn, so don't get me wrong. But I feel like it has gotten a lot better if you look at this way down here, and then you change it from this all the way up to that. There's a significant amount of a difference. But first video though, guys, and I think this is a lot of people, this is a lot of people's scenarios here. Let's go to this first video. We're gonna blow this up here. Alright, so we got the first video up. See if we can skip the ad. Okay, it's one of those non-skippables. But you can see, at least you know, the one thing I can say is, at least I had an intro. In the very beginning, at least I had an intro. But, okay, so here's what I want to point out with this. I'm going to lower down the chat system here. And if you notice on the outside here, my phone was propped up. And this is what a lot of people don't know. My phone was propped up. I can't even remember. It was like a candle or something I had it propped against. And I'm sorry, it's just bad. It's just bad overall. And I just kind of sat here and rambled for so long. And I know this is a lot of people, they don't want to see a person just ramble for an intense amount of time. Thank God I had some of my phones displayed right here, because that maybe piques someone's interest to be like, you know what, there might be something here. But if you could see this, look at this scenario. How long I just kind of rambled here. And then finally, about 8 minutes in, I was like, okay, now I'll show my phone farm here. I'll let everybody see what's going on. Check this out really quick. But things are just so much different than what they were. I mean, I had a pretty cool setup. It's definitely not as cool as what it is now, but these are the things that I wanted to point out to you guys. We don't have to keep doing this. Let me come back over to the comments. And this is where I'll sit with you guys and we can talk about this scenario here. Everything changed. Miss the old thumbnails for YouTube streaming. Anyone in living East Coast, are you ready for the hurricane? Back to the Future. Who spoke on your old intro, or is that an AI? Okay, so on the old intro, Fred Furlow, here's some insider information. I actually talked to a guy on Fiverr who did voiceover work. I didn't have to pay him a lot, but I got a voiceover done, a custom voiceover from Fiverr, from a guy who had worked for a bunch of different companies for voiceover work. So that was actually a custom voiceover for my channel. You know, I've taken a lot of pride in this channel and making it something the best that I possibly could. Even whenever I was doing things bad. Even when I was doing things bad. Video preview works best on me. Where's the thumbnail of a McChicken? What is the absolute most you can earn with perk? Clay Eater 99, if I had to tell you what perk kind of caps out around, is right around like $300 a month. I feel like that's close to as far as you could push it. It asks to let you create thumbnails. And it would take a lot of work to make it to $300 a month on perk, and it'd be very difficult. Most people are making around $150 with perk every single month. Absolutely, you create thumbnails. Yeah, Alpha Reacts, there's ways that you can create custom thumbnails with applications. Canva is also an application. I've just found that it's very simple whenever I'm going to edit a video, right? If I'm editing a video, I'm already going to have to do it right here on the desktop, right here on my computer. So then coming over to Canva and then Pixlr is very simple. But the smartest ones, the smartest people here on YouTube, don't use Canva and Pixlr. They use Photoshop. They use Photoshop. But those guys, they have a team that creates their thumbnails. Do you think that Linus from Linus Tech Tips sits around and creates thumbnails all day long? No. No. YouTube didn't have that many rules until 2005, the good old days. Some other YouTuber got popular in 2005. They didn't adapt. They died. Now they are not popular anymore. That's very true. So, I don't know if you guys can notice here in the background, but we do have 3D printing going on right here. This is about to be a 3D rose. So that's interesting. YouTube is the best 2005, since you can watch all illegal movies all you want, and you can do whatever you want. What? Oh my god. Classic intro. Big B69 Ti, you said that the original intro is the favorite intro. That's interesting. I'll keep that in mind for intro number 4. At least the intro was in HD. There's intros out there in 240p. It's like a 2011 vid, but it's all good. Phone's in the corner. It was bad. The video was bad. Your live stream looked like a little bit. It was... Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, the rock star. Have you ever watched the YouTuber Flossie Carter? He's my favorite guy for tech unboxing and reviews. I've heard of Flossie Carter. I have not seen many videos, but I have heard of that creator, yes. So I might have to check him out. Way cool. He sounded like a pro. The good old days with those old school videos brings back memories. ECash shirt on Amazon. If you pick up the ECash shirt, that would be really cool. Like I said, I told you guys in another stream that I lowered down the price of the merch. It's, like I said, I'm not profiting a giant amount off of the merch. So it's more for everybody else than it is for myself. I can assure you of that. I cut it down by like, I think more than half. As far as like how you can make money with the Amazon merch system. So, but I like them. I'm about to pick up a pop socket and a shirt myself. So, 3D printing, are you printing USA $100 bills? Low roller scratcher, that's why I have the foam farm. So the foam farm is a money printer, and then of course I do have over here the 3D printer. So love that first intro. Did you make that one? Actually, it was custom. I'll tell you the story behind that Big B69 Ti. If you really like that intro, I'll show you how I came up with that intro idea. And I showcased this earlier in the stream. Let's check out paint.net, right? All right, so let's look at the effects in paint.net. See what we have here. I can't remember if it's this one. I think it is this one. Is this looking familiar to anyone? Anyone seeing this? Does that... So, Big B 69 Ti. That ought to tell you something. So, the first intro, I just felt like it was too plain. I mean, it was easy to look at. I thought it was cool, but I thought it was very plain. So, I felt like it needed something. And that's where I came out with Big B 69 Ti. That's where I came out with the next intro. And I was like, maybe I overdid it a little too much with this next intro. And now we've kind of like done right in between. I feel like it's right in between. Not only that, but it has a custom effect to where it has a green screen effect. So I transition from my intro directly to me right there in the intro. So that's a very custom intro. Started phone farming when I saw your setup in the apartment. That day I went and got 4 phones. Dude, that's so cool. That is so cool. Heart for Heart 10. I've been hearing that a lot lately. A couple of guys have told me, and this, I cannot stress enough that I learned so much from you guys. I learned so much from you guys. But a couple of guys last night, they told me that they got into phone farming from my channel. And I was just like, man, every time I hear that, I get like a sense of joy. So, Space goes coast to coast. ECash, cash to cash. That's awesome. What's the praying mantis dude? I forget his name. Oh, by the way, how comes you use talking behind green screen? Oh, stopped. Okay, so as far as the green screen scenario, we aren't done with the green screen. But how much did I do with a green screen, you know? Like Sigma Chicken, how many videos did we do with a green screen? Quite a few. So, but the green screen, I should say this, the green screen is coming back. And it's coming back for quite a few different reasons. Sigma Chicken, once again, you guys here in the stream, you get to hear a bit about the future of this channel. Whenever I do my product reviews, right? So the green screen will definitely be implemented into the product reviews that I do on my channel. So you'll see the green screen will come back there. And we might bring it back for some videos here in the distant future. As far as application reviews. How old was I whenever I started making money online? Early 20s. Early 20s was probably right around the area that I first made a little bit of money online. But back then, whenever like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, it was very difficult to come across a Get Paid To website that was actually profitable. I think everybody is going to know what I'm talking about. Like finding a Get Paid To website that wasn't so focused on surveys or PTC, paid to click, that's where it was impossible. These video watching opportunities are such a new thing. And I hope that these video watching opportunities that we have, they become more of a trend and more companies like this pop up for these advertisement watching opportunities. This is the only thing that I feel like for so many people hits home. It hits home for so many people. So, and if you don't know what we're talking about here on this channel, we're talking about applications that pay you to watch advertisements and websites that pay you to watch advertisements. You can check one out if you've never seen one at ECashsociety.com. Why does my comment pass without answer? Does it even show up for you? Irfan Saeed. Hey Cash, what is your suggestion for passive 10 phone setup? I just saw your comment there, so sometimes I miss them. I'm not perfect. As far as the 10 phone setup, I would still say perk at this point in time. UTV is paying really decently. So there are more more ways you can make money online compared to 10 years ago. Yes, 10 years ago it was much different. So we're, like I said, we're lucky to see these opportunities. And I've said this before in other streams, we are in the best time period for doing this that we've ever been for simple ways. And I want to stress that, for simple ways to make money online, we're in such an amazing time period for that. I think Perk and Checkpoints was the best apps back in the days. A lot of people would say that, especially the guys that really knew what they were doing with Checkpoints back in that time period. So instead of the Midas touch, you got the ECash touch. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. So this is kind of an off-the-wall live stream. And I did it to help out creators. That's why I did this stream. So, the YouTube algorithm. Making it to 10,000 subs. By God. By God. Honestly, I feel like I don't give myself enough credit, though. Because I see so many channels, right? That, oh my goodness. A great example of a channel I can show you guys right now. And it kind of blows my mind. I see channels like this all the time. And that's whenever I start to realize how lucky I am. I am so lucky in this area. So lucky. 3D. Let's check out 3D printing. And I don't understand this. I still cannot understand why there's so many channels like this. But this is one that I've been studying today because I'm trying to learn more about how to work with a 3D printer. And this channel called 3D Printing Canada, I'm just like, this channel is so well done. It's amazingly well done. And they're sitting it, and I don't understand it. I can't, for the life of me, I can't understand it. They've got 44 videos here, 2,366 subscribers. But when you look at their thumbnails, they have amazing thumbnails here, right? Their thumbnails are done perfectly. Perfectly. As good as it could really get here. They have great thumbnails. And hopefully this channel will continue to upload videos because they could be going a lot further here. Look at their video. 10,000 views on this video. Let's come over to the channel. So this has helped me out infinitely to even get started with a 3D printer here. This has helped me out of a couple of issues. A few things I wasn't able to find here on this channel, and I had to research over online through Google to get some answers. But if you look here, everything is how it should be with this channel. Great banner. Their banner, it has their social media over here, right? If I can get this down for a second. They've got their phone number right there for business inquiries. They have a website as well, as what it looks like. I didn't even know they had a website. Didn't see that. But yeah, if you come over and you watch one of these videos, they're well done. They're well edited. So I see channels like this from time to time, and then I look at myself at like 6,000 subs, and I'm just like, you're very lucky to be at 6,000 subscribers. You know, when you see these channels that have put out perfect thumbnails from ground zero, they've done perfect thumbnails. And this is how I know, you know. I know that I'm lucky to be where I'm at right now. So, because I started off, like I said, with pretty bad content. Made 16,000 on YouTube back in the day. It's still possible, but I gave up now. Old account. Well, I don't understand why if you made $16,000, why ever give up? You know, this old account, you know this information then. Everything that I'm describing here now is stuff that you've already been through. If you've made that kind of money on YouTube, and chances are you know some things that I don't know. You've done some things that I still haven't done with my channel. So, but I would say don't give up. And it is a struggle though, you know. I could say that at least. Let's check this out. This is where I'll show you guys the struggle that really, if you look at the title of this stream, how difficult is it to make money with YouTube in 2018? Somewhat difficult. I guess I can understand why a person would give up, but if you have something that's bringing you in revenue like that, you know, it's another form of income. But the work that's involved. Let's check this out really quickly. Let's go to my analytics. I want to take a look at my analytics really quickly. I really just want to show you guys this. I've got like a downward trend here. As far as my watch time, And it happens like this, but it always goes back up. You know, I will expect that whenever I can, and it's the reason it's gone down. You guys remember me saying, well, I'm going to get like 4 videos uploaded to YouTube this week. And we're in that week. Last week I said this. I was like, I'm going to at least get 4 videos up. Because last week I didn't upload as much. I didn't upload as much last month. So you can see that my views went down some. My watch time went down some. And this is what happens. And it's frustrating that it's set up this way to where you have got to, absolutely you have to, stay consistent with uploading, doing live streams, or you're going to see your channel start to slope downwards. So, and I'm telling you, I took just the slightest amount of a break. I uploaded last week, but not like I have been uploading. I've been uploading a lot. I did more live streams last week than content uploads. So content uploads are very important. Your live streams are somewhat important here too. But I think I got a donation there. Once again, I'm expecting nothing. But it's Vidazar, man. There he is again, man. Bro, take those donations. Not that I'm not grateful. I'm 100% grateful, but I want to see you get that computer set back up, man. I want to see you get that computer set back up, seriously, because we have got some games me and you need to play, man. Brutal Guts, I'm definitely gonna make it a point to try and pull him into a gaming stream with me. I would love to have you in the gaming stream. That's gonna be cool too. Got some comments though. Thank you so much for donating once again though. Speaking of UTV, I keep getting ads where I often have to exit it out. Anyone else experience this? Nope. I can't say that I am. I have UTV as well as UWatch going on this board. Quite a few UTV devices that are over on this board. I switched from URewards. I took URewards out of my routine and now integrated more UTV phones over here. So just to update you guys kind of. Best time to make money online via Get Paid 2, passive apps, surveys, Bing, etc. Absolutely. Were those your Amazon boxes? Yes, we did that live unboxing video, and I unboxed the Creality Ender 3. Quite a few things. A couple of different speaker sets, as well as... What was the other thing? Maybe that was it. Let's see here. Pay to click adapt GPT site PTC industry dies since 2004 2005. Like, oh man, pay to click websites, man. Good God. It's like you're literally working for peanuts in that scenario. These guys that think these paying smartphone applications are bad, you try out a pay to click website. You still tell me you think that running these passive smartphones is bad. These passive apps. When you can run 5 devices and still get paid decently. Hey, 16, we got that. 3D print a Nintendo Switch. I could probably 3D print a case for a Nintendo Switch. Help me tons with my thumbnails. The cash room, here we are. Check out the cash room, guys. I can say that right here in the stream. Definitely consider going over there and tossing our friend here a sub. You guys saw the upload that I did as far as the cash rooms. He submitted his farm to the channel. Largest phone farm, probably easily one of the largest phone farms that's in the United States. I know that there might be some big guys out there, Greg, that I feel like maybe have like 300, 400 phones, and they're just very, very low-key and hush-hush about what they're doing. So, but I know you have a massive phone farm, so I give up $16,000 you make on YouTube, you still make passive income without uploading on YouTube. 3D print a Walmart gift card. I wish it was that easy. 3D print a robot finger to push buttons. Oh man, I have some plans here. You guys want to check out what I'm looking at really quick? We'll take a look at that really fast. Let's go over to alright, so this was the idea for... Actually, let's come over here. Let's come right here. Where's the page at that I had? There we go. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm going to lower the chat system once again here, and we'll look at some of the stuff that I'm looking at as far as printing off. There are so many different things. So many different things here that you could consider picking up a 3D printer for. So a lot of the stuff I've been trying to look at, that's cool. Secret Shelf. That one's getting downloaded. So let me download that really quick. I like that. So we got the Secret Shelf. We'll download that. But mainly I wanted to do something to get my phones off of this table to where they're propped up. And I'm still looking at an ideal scenario. I printed this thing off. So it's like a, you know, just a little phone stand. Don't like it overall. But the big thing here is you can change the dimensions. And I'll show you guys this really quickly with the 3D printer. You can change the dimensions of what you're printing off. So you can make something larger or smaller here. And it's easy. You just drag it to where it's larger. Or drag it to where it's smaller. So you can change the size. So I may actually take this and size it up. And it might be better if I sized it up some. So I'm still learning different things here. But lots of stuff, man. Lots of options. Life-size Thor's hammer. The Nemesis star. Lots of cool stuff. Alright, so I don't want to sit here and just let the stream drag on and just ramble about stuff. Streamer roll on Discord, he deserves it. Vidazar, how do you give someone a streamer role on Discord? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I know what you're talking about. Give him the title of streamer. Never mind. I'm so caught up in this world of Twitch and learning something new with Twitch. ECash, how is your payouts per day on you? A few dollars. You know, right around like the $3 area, Sigma Chicken. What is the minimum amount of phones you need to make a profit on pay to watch? That may increase though, Sigma Chicken, because like I said, I doubled my UTV devices, and I had a lot of phones that were sitting on U rewards. So, ECash, you could 3D print the play button. I shouldn't I? Alpha Reacts, because I feel like this channel deserves a few more subs. So, pay to click used to pay you 1 to 5 cents per click. Early 2000 to 2004. Another road trip video would be cool. I've been thinking about that scenario. It's something that could happen. John Jara in the future, that may happen here pretty soon. 400 phones. What's up to Razor, man? So like Razor, I noticed in one of the streams you hopped in, I missed one of your comments, so I apologize for that, man. But glad to have you back in the stream. ECash 3D printed merch, something like that too. So I could 3D print you guys. So there's so many things I could do here. Honestly, I need to invest in some more filament. But after I saw the things that I could create here with the 3D printer, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get some more filament. So that's actually a really good idea. So I could put in, like, 3D print something and do a giveaway. That would actually be cool. Have you heard anything more about that new app they wanted you to test out? Big B69 Ti. I'm gonna wait, and if they don't contact me here in like per se maybe a month and a week or two, I'll email them back and I'll be like, so very interested to see where your application is at as far as development, and try and get you guys some more information about that app. Let's hope though, and believe me, I'm hoping that that app will launch sooner rather than later, just because of how badly we need new applications. So, but yep, I'm telling you, I'm going to have this thing going 24 hours a day if I can do it. I want it to go just nonstop with maybe some breaks in between so I don't fry the power supply. I don't really see that happening. You know, this thing is awesome. This thing is awesome. This is one of the best purchases now that I'm working with it, and we're going to be talking about that in the review that I do for this thing. But this is easily one of the best purchases that I've made this year. I think anyways. I think just looking at the things, you should check out this website, pinshape.com. There's tons of an endless amount of free 3D blueprints that you can download from here, and I'm just stacking them. I'm putting them into a folder on my desktop, and I'm just going to go down a list here and print back to back to back, print out something new. 3D ECash action figure. John Jar, I could do the Rockstar, right? I should do the Rockstar can. Oh. Alright, so I'm not going to lose my motivation here. I feel like with my channel, this is what I want to explain to you guys is coming here within the next so many days. I'm going to do a video tomorrow. I'm not going to go live tomorrow, right? So maybe I'll do both. I might. More than likely what's going to happen here is I'm not going to do a live stream tomorrow. I'm going to go live Thursday. We're taking things back up a notch. I'm going to go live Thursday, Friday, and maybe Saturday or Sunday. I will definitely be doing a live stream. I want to do some more live streams talking about this technology, sharing information with you guys that I have not really shared. This is a great example talking about YouTube creation. I want to get as in-depth with this 3D printer as I possibly can. We still have this speaker set that I picked up to sit here and talk about. There's so much stuff that we have to do here. So much stuff. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just like, what's next? What should I do next? I picked up like kind of like a gob of tech just now. So, but tomorrow you can expect that I'm going to be talking about some applications. So, getting hit by the hurricane in your area. Well, if hurricanes exist within the YouTube algorithm. Hey, Mr. ECash, rest in peace. Said he might get hit for the hurricane. I'm not. People let that stuff. As far as the hurricanes, there's so many people that get afraid, and 99.9% of, well, the media likes to pump out fear. That's what I should say here. In a lot of cases, the media will push out fear as much as they possibly can. Do you know why they do things like that? They'll overhype. They will overhype a hurricane, tornadoes. There's 80 tornadoes and you're all gonna die. In some cases, heard it's a category 4. I'm telling you, watch. Nothing's gonna happen. Oh man. They want people to go and purchase up all the gas and drive across the United States. That's what they want to happen. The hurricane is going to cause a tsunami that destroys the eastern side of the United States. Hurricane will cut your power. ECashsociety, you can't make money smartphone farming. Why does everybody thinks that I'm over here on a coastal area? And I'm not. I'm not. ECash is getting traffic and stream. Oh man. Alright, so before we let the stream kind of drag on here, which I feel like this is where it'll get to a point where it does. It just will drag on. I put out some very useful I should say this. I put out some very useful information in the very beginning of this stream that talks about content creation. If you are a YouTube creator, I want to shout out some people here. The Cash Room, Soda Free Entertainment, who has kind of dropped a couple of comments on my channel here recently. I saw that from Soda Free Entertainment. He dropped a couple of comments. Any of you guys that are just starting out here, I want to share some love for all the channels out here. If you're trying to get your start here on YouTube, take some of that information and put it to use. And hold on, there's one person here, the rewards dude. It says, "Hey, Mr. ECash," and I almost did. I saw the comment. And I was like thinking about something else, but what's up to you, man? What's up to you, man? That is a nice name for your channel. But yeah, guys, definitely consider checking out this content that's at the beginning of the stream. Study it. ECash has a secret backup generator. There's no backup generator for Wi-Fi if it goes out some places, but I think that's really it, though. You said you live in North Carolina. Where people get this stuff. North Carolina. Alright, so... yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. Alright, so tomorrow, video about some applications. I appreciate you guys tuning in for this stream, though it's kind of short. Still some useful information, I think. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow in our upload tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And once again, if you're a content creator, feel free to reach out. There's no reason why you can't reach out to me. Send me a message. If you got some questions, if you're getting started here, if you want to start a channel, feel free to reach out. And I'm always willing to help somebody out. But that's it. This video would give you a basic start. A really, really fantastic, an amazing basic start here is right here contained within this stream. But that is it, guys. I will see you tomorrow in tomorrow's upload.